Bring the horns in. We going all in.
One of the things I think is really important is that when we have experiences that are profound, how do we make meaning of them? What kind of meaning do we make of them? And there's a process called integration. You know, and for a lot of the brothers who are still alive, there's still a lot of healing that could be done that hasn't been done because they haven't gotten all the resources, all the support that they could get. They've gone on with their lives. And some of them have done amazing things, but there's still that wounding. There's still that trauma because it's stored in the body. In fact, Dan and I have a mutual friend named Roberta who lives here in Asheville, and she was over at the house, and she told me that because of the work that I do, she encouraged me to offer a healing meditation circle sometime during those 5 days for anybody who wants to participate. And it's not like I'm going to heal anybody. It's just an opportunity to come back and to acknowledge our collective suffering and acknowledge the need to bring compassion to that, to build the strength to meet that. And I'm all about that if that's something that people want to do. Because there's still... Go ahead, Dan.
Thank you, Eddie. I had one last bit of questions for you.
Sure.
I was always totally impressed when, from the lawyer's perspective, from the National Lawyers Guild's perspective, the response that needed was so terrible by the state with the massacre that it was just something that all of us had to do. We had to get up there. We had to make a legal presence. We had to take these cases to trial. And in the face of that, it's an experience where it means Attica is all of us. Attica means fight back. Can you comment on that for a second?
Well, yeah, Attica is all of us. In the months following the me being released from Attica, I was invited by a church group to go out to this town. I was living in Rochester, New York, to go to this town that was near Attica to give a talk. And I was in a church, and there were guards in there, prison guards. And I thought, this might not end well, because some of them recognized me. And you know what my talk was? Attica is all of us. We need to change what's happening inside these facilities, because when we don't, it's not just the prisoners who suffer, it's the employees who suffer. How many of the hostages were killed? Like, was it 11, 12? I don't remember. I mean, those guys were just as dead as the prisoners. Their families had the repercussions of losing a father, a brother, a husband. So,
matter of fact, Black did a lot of stuff with the family.
Yeah. So this was the essence of my talk. I said, look, the reason we need to work on this is because the initial reaction I got, you could tell, like, well, this guy wants to coddle the prisoners and all this kind of stuff. It was, no, we need to do this for our community because, first of all, it puts everybody at risk. All the employees, it trickles out to the families, into the community, but also most of the guys in prison get out, right? So these guys are going to be out on the street. And if you're not helping them, if you're not offering them some kind of treatment and support, they're just going to be back out on the street, with whatever dysfunctionality that existed. I got a standing ovation. So, yes, it means Attica means fight back, but Attica is all of us. It's so true.
Bring the horns in. We going all in.